Please, you call and talk to man my son work for.
Don't worry, the detective assigned will see to that.
LPW Construction. You tell detective.
That it?
I see detective now.
Why don't you come back day after tomorrow, huh?
What you say?
Missing persons, we have to give it 48 hours. You forgot to sign.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep, 48 hours, especially for teenagers.
Please, why you say specially teenagers?
You have a way of disappearing and then showing up again, just like that.
Don't mean to keep bothering you. Only it's been almost 4 months now.
You'd be surprised how many young people like your son are reported missing. 16, 17,000 last year, the Chicago area alone. A lot of them show up. The others, I'm afraid there's just never enough manpower and time.
But you are still looking for him, aren't you?
Of course. Don't worry, he'll show up. Believe me.
Nothing I can do about it right now, Chris. Maybe in the new year, okay?
What's the problem?
Wish I could give him a raise. He's a hard worker.
How much you pay these kids?
Part-timers? $2.50 an hour.
You and your brother. You guys get away with murder. I start my people off at $5 an hour.
How soon can you put the shelves in?
It's hard to say. I mean, between Desplaines and the Chicago jobs, I got everybody working flat out. Not that I'm complaining.
Freezing my butt off in the van.
Why don't you turn on the heater?
Kills my sinus. I need extra display space for the holidays.
Teddy, what do you think?
Come on, John. I've thrown a lot of work your way.
As soon as I can, Vincent. As soon as I can.
I saw this out back. John Gacy, you know him?
He did some work for Mr. Austin last year.
Is this any good?
Who's the lucky girl?
It's my mom's birthday. You think she'll like it?
She'll love it.
Could you wrap it for me if you get the chance?
Sure.
Thanks. Here,
What? What's this?
you better put it on. I don't want you sneezing all over me.
Oh, happy birthday, Mrs. Gant.
Well, thank you, Cindy. How do you know?
Oh, Chris told me. When is it?
Next, you want to know how old you are.
46.
Mom?
Well, I'm not ashamed of it, are you? Ready to go?
Actually, if you can just wait a minute, a guy came back for his workbook, and I think he's gonna offer me a job. He pays twice what I'm making here.
Oh, Chris, wait. It's freezing out there.
You're worse than my mom. I'll be right back.
It's cold out there. Chris? Chris? Christopher! Chris! Chris?
No, he's not in the store.
What could have happened to him?
I don't know. Mr. Austin?
No sign of him, inside or out back.
But he said he was coming right back.
Or maybe he decided to walk home. Not that far. Don't worry, nothing's happened to him. I'll phone Gacy just in case. Maybe here at Coslow gave Chris a lift.
This is John Gacy, LPW Construction. I'm sorry I'm not here to speak to you, but if you leave your name and phone number, I'll get back to you as soon as I return. Please speak after the beep.
John, this is Vincent Austin. Please call me as soon as you can. The number is 555-1422.
Mike, what are you doing up so early?
Basketball practice before class. Game tonight.
What game?
Dad.
I'll be there.
I hope so.
Still, you shouldn't have to go in this early.
And look who's talking.
Oh, yeah, the men in this house got you moving lately.
Coffee's made. Now, do you want some eggs?
No, I can't. I'm running late.
Sometimes I wish your father was still in uniform.
Sometimes so does he.
No, we saw more of them, didn't we?
Okay, I got the message.
You go in this early every morning?
I have to. It's a new job. Only way to handle the work.
You sure must like it.
Almost as much as you do basketball. Who you playing?
Faith Baptist from Chicago. Really fresh.
That means good.
Ah.
Boy, he's out of it.
I will be around more once I'm sure of myself. Come on, I'll drive you. I'd like you to take a look at this missing persons form. Christopher Gant. Tell me what you think.
You expect me to think this early in the morning?
I'd like you to. You do have the experience in this sort of thing, Youth Bureau.
Not that many people were missing. Not here in Des Plaines. Over in Chicago, yeah, but not here. It's mostly runaways. Problems at home, school, off they go. Maybe that's what happened with this kid.
Maybe. Maybe not. It's a nice-looking boy, isn't he? Honor student at Maine West High School.
That's where your son goes, isn't it?
Yeah. Boy's had after-school jobs since he was 12 years old. Mother or father picks him up when he gets off work. Doesn't read like your typical runaway, does it?
No, it doesn't. Lieutenant Kozenzak, there's a Mr. and Mrs. Gant in reception. Want to talk to someone about a missing person they filled out last night?
All right, thank you. Well, there you go. When your son went outside, you're certain that it was to talk to this Mr. Gacy about a job he was offering him?
Well, he didn't actually say the name.
Then how do you know?
Oh, Cindy Beck told me. She works at the store with Chris, you see. He was so excited, so they were offering twice what Mr. Austin paid. It's so hard to understand. 1 minute he's with me in the store.
Would you like to have a seat, Mrs. Gant?
Is there any special reason that Chris needs any extra money?
What difference does that make?
He was saving up to build a darkroom at home.
He's a very good photographer.
I offered to buy the equipment for him, but he insisted on paying for it himself. He's a very independent boy. Perhaps too independent.
It says here that Mr. Austin phoned Mr. Gacy's house?
But he wasn't there. At least he didn't answer the phone.
And when Chris still didn't come home, we called his friends, but he wasn't there. So we decided to drive around the streets and look for him.
But we couldn't find him, so that's when we...
Mrs. Gant, we'll do everything that we can to find him.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
I'll let you both know what's happening. Miss Gant, can I speak to you for a minute, please? Is there any reason that you can think of why your brother might have run away? And just something that he didn't want your parents to know about?
Of course not. What are you trying to do? Make out like he was in some kind of trouble?
Is there something bothering you?
Last night, the policeman on duty, he told us that it's routine with missing persons to wait 48 hours before doing anything.
I see.
What a lousy birthday present.
What's that?
Yesterday was my mother's birthday. We were waiting for Chris to come home to have the party.
Whatever you're working on, turn over. I want you full-time on this until we find the boy. When's Atkins get in?
Off today.
Well, call him. Tell him to get his butt in here right away to help you.
Joe?
Yes.
Shouldn't we give this just a little time?
No. Well, what happened at the lineup?
I practically pointed out the guy to them. Like I was saying, there's a scumbag ripped off your stores. Month's work, and not one of them would give me a positive ID.
All right, I'll see if Uniform can put another squad out there. Maybe you'll get cocky enough to try it again. Did Williams or Atkins call me?
While you're at it, how about getting me some help? I'm running my butt off trying to serve all those summonses.
Huh? Yeah. We'll pick it up later.
What did I tell you?
Lieutenant.
Youth Bureau.
Making a kid like that chief of detectives.
He's no kid. Been on the force 15 years.
You get out to the shopping center?
Williams.
Anything?
Nothing you're gonna like. Vincent Austin doesn't remember seeing Gacy talk to Christopher Gant.
You get a hold of Mr. Gacy?
On the phone. He said he didn't talk to any of the employees in the pharmacy. Not to the first time he was there or the second when he came back for just a few minutes to pick up the workbook.
When did Mr. Gacy talk to Christopher Gant about a job?
Maybe he didn't.
Meaning?
Well, I checked out a dozen people working at the shopping center, in and out of the stores all night. One or two remember seeing Christopher Gant out on the street, but none of them saw him with anybody resembling the description that Austin gave me of John Gacy.
Great.
In fact, nobody I talked to saw Gacy at all.
Well, how'd Gacy sound to you?
What can you tell on the phone? Sorry to hear your kid's missing. Sorry, but he can't help us.
You catch up with the girl, Cindy Beck?
Maine West High School.
And?
She and Chris have been dating, nothing heavy.
Well, what else?
More or less confirm what Mrs. Gant said. Chris asked his mother to wait a few minutes so he could talk to a contractor about a job.
Which Mr. Gacy denies offering him. She have any idea what could have happened to him?
Not exactly.
Not exactly?
Chris can act spacey sometimes, go off and do his own thing.
Well, he's not a runaway. Not with parents like that, and certainly not in his mother's birthday.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, that's the way I feel about it. All right, call Chicago. See if they've got a rap sheet on Gacy.
I had $1 every time they stiffed me, told me to put it through channels, I'd be sitting on a beach on Waikiki.
All right, that buddy of yours still works Chicago police records? Well, try to get a hold of him, see if you can't cut through the red tape.
You don't come in on night shift.
Okay, we'll hang in and call him then.
I got plans tonight.
I said wait around and call him. Look, I just think we're missing something here. It doesn't feel right. Let me know.
You know, I got a feeling there's a magnet. Someplace in this town draws in all the dirt bags off Interstate 30.
You guys get a hold of him?
Just now.
Well?
Chicago handled 2 complaints concerning a John Gacy.
For what?
Assault. First one's 5 years ago, aggravated assault. Case dismissed. Second one's July this year, case still open.
And what was the nature of the assault?
Don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
That's all my guy would tell me.
Well, you call this guy back.
Look, Lieutenant. He's already gone out on a limb giving me this much unauthorized.
Yeah, all right.
Why don't I go to Chicago tomorrow? Try to get the rest.
No. Tomorrow could be too late.
Joe?
We all know assault, even reckless assault, could be anything from a barroom brawl to...
Physical attack endangering the life of another person, uh-huh.
Why not wait and find out?
We'll be late.
Lieutenant.
I'd like you both to meet me outside Gacy's house as soon as possible. Yeah, that's right, as soon as possible. I'm gonna have to miss another game here.
Joe.
It's okay. Is it about Christopher Gant? Everybody at school was talking about it. You going to find him?
I hope so.
Will he be all right?
I don't know. Sorry, I figured I better run it by the state attorney's office.
How far can we push it?
Well, Subby doesn't want to let you in the house. Back off. He doesn't even want to talk to you. Go home.
What do we do?
Everything we can to get the boy out.
If he's in there. Look, what do we got? 2 assault charges. We don't know how serious.
We got a missing teenager.
Who's been missing for less than 24 hours?
Yeah, listen, I hope I'm wrong. I hope this guy is clean. I hope Chris Gant shows up unharmed. But I gotta tell you, I got a lousy feeling in my gut on this thing.
Oh, I wouldn't want your guts to be in an uproar.
Thank you. Let's go.
Say we get into the house. Not much we can do without a search
The
warrant.
least indication the boy is in there, anything about Gacy doesn't add up. Let him sue me until we get the boy out. You see that?
What?
Face.
No. So what do we do now?
Must be the guys who were ringing the bell. I'm sorry, I was in the can.
Lieutenant Kozenzak, Des Plaines Police, Detectives Williams and Atkins. We're investigating the disappearance of Christopher Gant.
I'm sorry, I can't tell you any more than I told the officer on the phone.
That's funny. You see, we have this witness. Says he saw you talking to the boy outside the pharmacy last night.
Well, there must be some mistake.
Well, why don't we go inside and clear it up?
Sure. Not you. Just him. Look, I'm sorry I jumped on you like that. I just got home. It's the first chance I've had to relax all day. Sometimes business can be too good.
I understand. But there is this witness.
This witness is lying.
He even thinks the boy might have gotten into your car.
I told you, he's lying. Or you are.
Well, I wonder if you'd think again, Mr. Gacy. Is there anything that you can remember about Christopher Gant?
No. No, there isn't. I hope you find them. Wait a minute. I want to show you something. See that? Huh? Deputy Sheriff. Honorary. That's because of all the charity work I do for the cops.
So you can understand, then, why I'm puzzled. Wonder if I might just take a quick look through the house.
Sure. You got a search warrant?
No, sir, I don't.
Why don't you just get the hell out of here?
Don't you want to open it?
Is that an order? You satisfied?
I'd like you to come back to the station with me.
What the hell for?
Just to make a statement about your movements last night.
Well, I can't do it.
Why not?
My uncle died last night. That's where I was going when I left the drugstore. Chicago General Hospital. You can check it out. I'm waiting for a phone call from my aunt right now. She's counting on me to make all the funeral arrangements.
Well, why don't you give her a call now? What's her number?
She isn't home. Look, can't you see how upset I am? Huh? I love my uncle. I love them both. I'll come down to the station when I get a chance.
Well, don't take too long.
You know, you got no respect for the dead. Let me give you a word of advice. What's his name? How do you pronounce that?
Kozenzak.
Kozenzak. I have a lot of very important friends in the Chicago Police Department.
We're not Chicago, we're Des Plaines. I'll be waiting for you.
Cop's got a nerve, you know that?
Name's Theodore Koslow. Work supervisor for Gacy. Any sign of the boy inside? According to Vincent Austin, the pharmacist, Koslow was at the pharmacy last night. Could be he's the one that Chris Camp went out to talk with him about the job.
Yeah. Call Chicago first thing in the morning. See if they got anything on this, Koslow, and get me everything you can on Gacy's assault charges. I'd like one of you to stay here. You stake the house.
You got to be way off pace on this one. I'll do it.
Lieutenant.
Yeah, Terry, go ahead.
The van pulled out going like hell. I decided to follow. Maybe I goofed.
Yeah, and where's it going?
Well, that's what I mean. I lost it. The roads were slick on.
All right. Well, go on home and get some sleep.
It's a kid. She's alive, man. Call it in.
How'd the game go?
They won.
How'd Michael do?
Fine. Missed you being there.
Yeah, me too. Is he all right?
Sure. Did you find out anything about the boy?
No, Michael wouldn't run away. Neither did Christopher Gant. I know it. Now, what I don't know is what I should do now. Maybe if I had a little longer in this job, I just don't know how to handle this.
You'll handle it. The way you always did when you were in uniform, head down and charging.
Request for information sheet on missing person Christopher Gant. I need you to type that up for me. Priority, distribution statewide.
He could be out there and okay.
Let's hope.
Lieutenant Kozenzak's office. It's Mr. Gacy.
Hey, listen, I'm sorry I didn't make it in there last night. I was on my way. I hit some ice. The car went into a ditch. It took me forever to get the damn thing out. Listen, if you don't believe me, you can check it out. It happened at the corner of Brant and Morris.
No. I believe you, Mr. Gacy.
You still need me to come in? Yeah, all right. As quick as I can. Yeah. Hey, Cosmo! Let the kid go back to work.
Joe?
Yeah, copies of the photograph with it.
Yeah, sweet-looking kid.
Yeah. Kozlo?
Chicago's checking. Looks like your gut was right. Rap sheet on Gacy.
Thanks. The other building. City Attorney's office.
I share your concern for the missing boy, Lieutenant. But what have you got to support a request for a search warrant at Gacy's house?
Copies of the charge sheets on Gacy's two arrests in Chicago. Both involve sexual assault on young men. Look, the complainant in the first told the Chicago cops that Gacy kept him prisoner in his garage. He assaulted him repeatedly, left him for dead. Look, that's how the boy escaped.
Let me see. It also says Gacy denied the charges and the case was dropped.
The kid was a male prostitute. I guess it came down to who do you believe, a questionable character or a respectable businessman? Now, maybe if they believed the kid, Chris Gant wouldn't be missing.
Second case.
It's still open, same kind of charges.
Same kind of kid?
It doesn't say.
Why don't you try to get a hold of him and find out?
Well, he left town right after.
I see. As you say, Mr. Casey is a respectable businessman. Under the circumstances, I'm just not sure that I can convince a judge to issue a search warrant for his home.
Lieutenant Cosenzine? Yeah? One of your men needs to talk with you. Yeah?
Gacy finally showed up. Says he's not talking to anyone but you, and he won't wait long. What did you guys do in there last night?
Well, don't go starting that rumor. Look, just read in the Miranda and start getting a statement. But, Terry, whatever you do, do not let him leave until I get back.
Gacy. Why don't you wait and see what he's got to say?
No, I believe Chris Gant is in there, and I want to get him out before any more happens to him.
Don will help you draw up a request.
Mr. Gacy, do you remember speaking to anybody in particular when you went to the hospital to visit your uncle on
What the hell is this? What are you questioning my word?
I spoke with the head nurse on the floor. She doesn't remember seeing you.
I don't give a damn what she remembers or she doesn't remember. I don't have to prove a thing to you guys. I'm gonna take you home and show you the plaques on my wall. Businessman of the Year, the Junior Chamber of Commerce. That's right. I show you my bank accounts. I show you my tax returns.
Where'd you go last night? After the lieutenant talked to you.
I told the lieutenant where I went. Don't you guys talk to each other? Look, how much longer is this going to take? I've got a business to run. I've got a payroll to meet. Yeah, you wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
John Gacy. I think I've met him at several functions. Does a lot of work with the local Democratic Club. You really think he's grabbed a kid?
Yes, sir.
Do I understand correctly that my client has cooperated fully with you?
6 hours. 6 hours wasted.
Please, John. Yes? Well, then I don't see how you can refuse to let him leave. After all, this is a man with a fine reputation in his field of work.
All right, let's get out of here. Come on, the hell with him. The hell with that lousy Polak.
Mr. Gacy, I'd like the keys to your house, please.
What for?
To conduct a search of the premises.
I think you'll have to give them to him.
You don't, you're going to need a new front door.
How did you get that?
I'd like to know the answer to that as well, Lieutenant.
I think you should talk to your client.
Well, you really got it in for me, don't you?
Has Mr. Gacy made a statement? And did he sign it?
Not yet.
All right, I'd like you to go over it with him again, this time with his lawyer present, and formally ask him to sign it. Terry?
Will you do something here? What the hell am I paying you for?
To handle your business affairs.
Gil, when you're done in there, check the garage.
Chris? Chris?
Take a look in there.
Chris? 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 Chris?
sign of the boy in the garage?
Nothing. No sign of him, Lieutenant.
There's some fresh stains on it. I think it's blood.
I can tell you better when I take it back to analyze, but they could very well be.
All right, you got evidence bags in your wagon? Well, get them and bring your camera. Listen, we're gonna go over this place again. This time, anything that you can find that'll link Gacy to Chris Gant's disappearance. What are you waiting for? We're too late. The boy's dead. Hold off. Ed! Cover this. Okay, bag it.
A high school ring, Maine West High.
What year?
Not Christopher. Initials LAT.
All right. It's worth following up. Ed, cover the bureau, the whole thing.
Trap door in the closet here. Open it. I must have missed it the first time I looked.
Well, look who's here. You gonna arrest me or not?
We found a lot of jewelry in one of the bureau drawers.
Oh, is there a law against that?
And a board with a set of handcuffs.
That's it, Lieutenant. You know as well as I you can't go on like this. Not unless you're prepared to bring charges.
If I find you messed up my house...
Would you drive Mr. Gacy home,
I don't
please?
need anybody to drive me home. I got my own car.
No, sir, you don't. I've impounded it for inspection along with the van.
Can he do that?
I'm afraid so.
You got nothing on me. You're just screwing me around. Screwing my business around. Well, it's not gonna work.
I'll drive you home.
So long, dummy.
John.
That kid walked through this door right now. I wouldn't know him. And he wouldn't know me!
Numerous male pornographic magazines. Several pairs of jockey shorts, too small to be Gacy's. Men's wallets, used but empty. Large selection of men's jewelry, watches, rings, too small to fit Gacy's fingers. Silver and gold chains, bracelets, pins, varied assortment of narcotics and drugs, and a pair of handcuffs.
You're up late.
Science final tomorrow.
How you doing?
Better.
Sorry about last night.
Playoffs start day after tomorrow. Can you come?
Yeah, I hope so.
You gonna have time for us to buy the tree?
Huh? Yeah. Hey, wouldn't be Christmas. You and I didn't bring home the tree.
How's it going? The kids at school keep asking me.
It's not so good.
Scary.
Your car, Mr. Gacy?
It's a rental. You guys closing up?
Yes, sir.
You, want to come over and play some pool? Maybe, smoke some grass?
Not tonight.
Maybe we could get together some night, just the two of us. What do you say?
Maybe.
I look forward to it. Here. Come on, come on, come on. Take it, take it. Come on.
It's okay.
Come on, take it, take it, take it. Thanks for the service.
You already got half your department on the case, and now you want
half?
Atkins and Williams from Youthboro, Gil Barton and Bill Walden.
Yeah, that's 4. Department's 10.
You son of a bitch.
Do I get your authorization for round-the-clock surveillance on Gacy?
With who? The other half of your department?
Mike Paxton and Delta Unit. Look, these guys have handled surveillance. They know how to work the street.
Yeah, and taking them off the streets will leave a hole this big, especially this time of year. To find a missing kid,
killer.
Oh, wait a minute now, Joe. You're calling a man a murderer when you don't even know the kid's dead.
You know, I dropped in to see the boy's family this morning. I told them not to give up hope.
But you have. Based on what?
I don't know. I don't know. Based on the feel of the case. You know, some of the things we found in Gacy's house, the M.O. on the 2 assault charges against him?
Alleged assault. The 2 victims lived to tell their story.
One of them because Gacy thought the boy was dead.
You sure you're not letting yourself get too involved in this one? Besides, you and Mike Paxton
No,
aren't
that's
exactly...
We're getting better. Not that there aren't 1 or 2 of the old-timers. Don't hate my guts.
Yeah, well, I didn't make you chief of detectives to win any popularity contests. I jumped you over a lot of older guys because I figured you had the smarts to do the job. Don't prove me wrong.
I won't.
Holding Gacy that long yesterday wasn't so smart.
No, sir.
Hmm.
Can I have Delta?
You know what Christmas means to me? More problems to deal with. Don't let those Delta cowboys lean too heavy on the guy, or we're looking at a lawsuit.
Thanks, Walt.
Don't thank me so fast. I hear regular business in your department isn't getting done.
Yeah.
Hey, I get any static about this investigation of yours, it's on your head. I decide it's going no place. I pull the plug. Listen, Joe, work easy with Paxton, will you? Guy's got a lot of seniority.
Look, do I get Delta or not? I thought you just told me.
I said you got my approval. Up to you to get Paxton's cooperation.
Why don't your guys do it?
Because I'm already using my best men to follow up on the leads we've got.
So you drag Delta unit into it, never mind what we got going.
Bill, can you excuse us for a minute, please? I suppose I should have talked to you about it first.
Would have been nice.
Didn't have to. But I suppose I should have.
So what's all this?
I've made Bill Walden intelligence officer. He's keeping track of all incoming reports on the case.
Why do you want this guy tailed so bad?
Put pressure on him. Try to find out what he did with the boy's body.
You think he's stupid enough to go back there?
If I can shake him up, maybe he'll start worrying he didn't hide it good enough.
You hope.
Oh, there's only one way to find out.
You're gonna bust my guys' butts for...
Oh, come on, Mike. You gonna help me or not? This guy killed a kid. This could be your son, it could be mine. Don't dance me around on this.
So how far do you want us to go?
Just surveillance. This guy's been around the block a few times. We give him an excuse, he'll scream his rights are being violated.
But you want him to know that we're there.
Close surveillance.
You're not gonna win any popularity contest with this.
What did you say the initials were?
L-A-T.
Leonard Alexander Thomas. That's T-H-O. This is very disturbing for them. And another one. Trask. T-R-A-S-K. Lester Aaron Trask.
Jeez, I hate funerals.
Come here off.
Father would have liked that.
He wanted you to love him. He did.
I'm just sorry I wasn't in at the end. You guys cops? Huh? Yeah, I thought so. I've hung out with a lot of cops in my time. Good cops.
What's the matter, John?
Ah, just some scumbags.
Is there something wrong?
No, there's nothing wrong. It's all right. Go ahead. Put her in the car. I'll be right there in a minute. What are you following me for? Huh? It's that Polak, isn't it? Why is he picking on me? What the hell have I ever done to him?
Chris will show up soon, I'm sure of it. And he better have a good explanation when he gets here.
I'm sure he will. Do you think I could, take a look at Chris's room?
I'll do it.
I feel so bad how I spoke to you the other day.
Don't. It's okay.
So, what do you want to talk to me about, Lieutenant?
I've, arranged for a state police search team to start looking in the tree belt and along the river. I need pieces of clothing that Chris wore, so the dogs can pick up the scent.
Doesn't sound too good, does it?
You will find Chris for us, won't you? So we can at least give him a decent burial. Promise me you won't let the man who killed him get away.
Mr. Trask, I checked the Maine West yearbook, and your son was one of 2 graduates that year with the initials LAT.
It looks like the ring I bought for Lester.
Mr. Trask?
Yes.
I wonder if I could speak to him, ask him about the ring.
Our son's been missing for almost 2 years.
You're gonna let him know you're there, right? But don't go getting heroic.
That's Casey's car, all right. Where's he going in such a hurry?
Who knows?
You believe he grabbed that kid?
That's what Cousin Zach says.
What took you so long? Are you scumbags going to arrest me for speeding or what?
Hey, John. Ho, 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 everybody. Hey.
How you doing, John?
All right, I'll be doing better when I get a drink.
Oh, look out. There she is.
Hey, watch the hands, okay?
Okay, come here, I got some.
Oh?
Jen? Ta-da! Got him stuck in his.
Okay, sure thing. Very much. Right here. No, the gentlemen are really John's bodyguards. Son of a bitch. Who's that guy over there with our employer? Oh, that's Ted Costello. Well, what can I get you to drink? We're on duty. Oh, compliments of Mr. Casey. No. Enjoy yourselves.
You gonna bust him? For possession and use of marijuana. He's asking. Well, he ain't gonna get it. Not yet.
John! John? What you doing?
Do you mind telling me what's going on here?
You luck, we'll cover another good hunk today.
I appreciate all this.
Well, we're doing as best we can, considering. I'll holler if we spot anything.
She really thinks she can help.
A psychic?
Yeah.
Come on, Centauri, give me a break.
She's worked with a lot of departments around here.
Yeah? And how much did you tell her?
Not a thing. All she knows is the squib she read in the local weekly about a boy missing, and from what I hear, you could use all the help you can get.
Trask, Lester A. Been missing nearly 2 years now.
Parents say what the Chicago police did about their son's disappearance?
Not too much, according to Mrs. Trask.
Why?
Well, her son owned a car. It's a red Honda hatchback, 3-4 years old, also reported missing. The Chicago police turned up a friend who remembered Lester saying he was thinking of selling it. The friend said Lester was fed up with his job and wanted to get money to go away.
You think that's what happened?
No.
Why?
He never picked up his last paycheck at the construction company.
What company? LPW?
Roberts Landry, Chicago. Sorry, Joe.
What about the evidence technician's report? Anything?
No help, I'm afraid.
Come on, what about the blood? What about the blood on the board that I found?
Type O, Chris's type. And half the people in America
All right, Terry, you gotta talk to Mrs. Trask again. This ring didn't just walk itself into Gacy's house.
Joe, Lester Trask's missing car, the 3 or 4-year-old Honda hatchback.
Yeah.
Surveillance officers DeMarco and King. Gacy left Fraternal Order of Bears at 2 a.m. with a Ted Coslow. Coslow drove a Honda hatchback, red, 3 or 4 years old.
What? I've been going after the wrong guy.
That car could be a coincidence.
Oh, no.
Not until you get the registration number.
No, you see, Terry, I don't believe in coincidences. Not on this one. Only consequences. Lester Trask is missing. His car is missing, and Coslow's driving it. What have we got on Coslow?
Not much.
Because I've been putting all our time into Gacy. What have we got?
Barton did some checking. Current address, 2144 Rock Ridge Drive.
10 minutes from the Austin Pharmacy. And he was there the night Chris Gant disappeared.
So was Gacy. And we found Trask's ring in Gacy's house.
Coslow lived with Gacy for 3 years. Moved out 6 months ago to get married.
Yeah. Well, at least we got that going for us.
Gacy's been married, too.
Oh, you're a big help, Bill. Hey, Gacy. Coslow? Did we ever get a rap sheet on Coslow?
No criminal record here or Chicago.
Right, because maybe he's smarter than I've been giving him credit for. I'll get his butt in here. Let's find out.
How's it going, Lieutenant?
Fine.
I've been getting, calls. People who know Gacy are concerned that you might be going after the wrong man. They say he's okay.
I'll keep it in mind.
Good.
I don't think we're doing anything we shouldn't. More like we're not getting around to everything we should.
I just don't want to see you digging yourself a hole. It's one case, not a career.
I'll remember that.
Hey, what's the matter, boys? You having trouble getting it up to speed? Now, I'm here to see my new lawyer, Jake Burns. You heard of him?
No, sir.
No? Well, you will. He's smart. He's real smart. He knows how to make Kozenzak stop harassing me for no good reason. You know, it's a shame. A real shame. I hate to see you two boys get hurt because of that dumb Polak.
John sold it to me. $350.
When?
A year ago. Maybe longer. You know what? I think he stiffed me. Lousy piece of junk he eats oil.
Did you get a receipt from Mr. Gacy?
You know, you're right. Wish I thought of that.
But you do have the registration slip, of course.
Lost it.
Too bad.
Were you driving the Honda the night you came to the Austin Pharmacy?
What night was that?
4 nights ago. The night Chris Gant disappeared.
Is that what this is all about? I was driving the LPW van.
You were there twice, weren't you?
Yeah. Second time John asked me to follow him while he went back to pick up the workbook. The olds was giving him trouble. Left as soon as we got there.
Where did you go?
Home. A wife of mine. Just can't get enough.
So you never saw or talked to Chris Gant?
John said I did. He's lying.
Did John talk to him?
How the hell should I know?
Hey, did you lay Lester Trask's name on him?
Says he never heard of him, doesn't know if Gacy did. But he has seen Gacy come on to some of the kids that work at LPW. Says he never did.
I'm straight, tell him. Tell him I got a wife, why don't you?
Yeah, did he give you the names of any of the kids?
Says he can't remember.
Look, what the hell are you guys doing down there?
Hey, you think you can do better? Be my guest.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. We're all tired. Guess the case got us crawling up our butts.
All right.
Thought you knew he swings both ways. Here's his speech he gives. About how he's liberal-minded when it comes to sex.
Gives to who?
The guy's working for him. I already told you.
What guys?
Kids he hit on.
Whose names you can't remember?
I'm not lying.
Just dropping Gacy in the crapper.
You remember if anything bad happened to any of them?
How about it, Ted?
Like what?
Like any of them disappeared?
Why don't you ask John?
Because I'm asking you, Ted. You're the one at the Austin pharmacy the night Chris Gant disappeared.
So did John.
You're the one that's driving around in a car belonging to a missing boy.
John sold it to me.
John. It's always John. You had nothing to do with it.
What do you want from me?
The truth.
You got it all wrong. I never messed up any kids.
Right, John did.
Yeah, but...
But what?
He's not a bad guy. Pays good.
That makes it all right?
Seen him cry.
About what he was doing to the kids?
For his father. He couldn't be here when his father died.
That's some kind of character reference?
Why couldn't he be here, Ted?
I don't know.
Where was he, Ted?
Someplace in Iowa. What's the difference?
Well, you think he did it? And you think he's telling us everything he knows? Right, I want you to do an alpha check on Gacy for me. This is something that I should have requested before.
No indication he'd ever been on a state.
Yeah, that's my mistake. But you better get on it right away.
Lieutenant, lady to see you. Put in your office.
Okay, thanks. And Terry, let me know what the feds tell you right away, okay?
What do you want to do with Kozlov?
Just let Atkins take over. Thanks for coming in.
Oh, I just got your message. It said you wanted to talk to me about John? You know we're divorced. I haven't seen him in almost 2 years. I don't know what I could tell you.
Gacy. G-A-C-Y. John Wayne Gacy. Yeah, I know it's late. I still need an outfit check on him. Thanks.
It was a few months after we were married. We'd just made love, and he said, that's the last time. I only did it to give you a present because it's Mother's Day. Sounds funny to you, doesn't it? That's when he started bringing the young men around. Boys, really. I'd see them leaving the garage the next morning.
Did you ever go into the garage? Just to see what was there?
He kept it locked. Besides, I wouldn't dare.
Why did you stay with him?
I have 2 little girls from my first marriage. I needed the money he gave me to take care of them.
Did John ever speak about his father?
No,
About his childhood?
only by way of saying that the kids he had working for him had it better than he had.
Do you ever remember anything happening to any of them?
You mean the ones he brought to the garage?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like any of them reported missing?
There was a phone call from a father who said his son was missing and could John call him back.
Do you recall the name? Could it have been Trask?
Miklovich. I remember because it was tricky to pronounce. I got the K and the L mixed up when I told him about the call.
What did he say?
He had better things to worry about than some dumb kid who'd quit on him.
I'm sorry, this boy worked for John? Are you sure that's what he said? Well, thank you. Thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate it.
Well, you won't tell John what I said.
No, of course not.
He knows where I live.
I understand.
I got it. The reason the bastard didn't go home when his father died, he was doing time in Iowa State Prison.
For what?
Sodomy.
Sodomy?
Waterloo, Iowa, 9 years ago.
Terry, I want you to phone Waterloo right now. You gotta find out if young boys were involved.
I already did. Records are all locked up. The guy on duty's new, never heard of the case.
What about the chief of police? I know it's late, but
He's away on vacation, left today.
picked a hell of a time, didn't he?
I'll follow it up first thing tomorrow morning, all right?
No, I'll do it. I want you to check up on this name the ex-wife gave me. I think that's the spelling.
Missing boy?
I'm afraid so.
wanted on the phone. Des Plaines, Illinois.
Take a message.
Says he's a cop. Says how it's important.
Some way to start a vacation.
Yeah, Waldron.
Yeah, hi, listen. We're working a missing person here. I have reason to believe involves John Gacy.
Your duty officer said you'd be the best one to talk to about the sodomy conviction. Do you remember it?
Yeah, I remember.
What was the age of the men?
Teenagers. Yours?
Yeah, 16 and a half.
That's his meat. Came into Waterloo like God Almighty. Even taught Sunday school. All the time he's hitting on kids working for him. 2 years.
How'd he get away with it?
He paid some. Scared the daylights out of some of the others about telling their parents.
What'd he do to them?
Get them to his house on one pretext or another. Handcuff their feet to a board. Put a rope around their neck and twist it while he They let the bastard out after he serves only 18 months.
Any of the boys reported missing?
No, thank God. One finally turned him in. He was near dead when he got away. Kill your boy?
Yeah.
My son missing 3 years now come November.
He was working for LPW Construction Company when it happened?
Yeah. That guy,
John Gacy.
I try call him, he don't never call back.
You know if the Chicago police spoke to him?
I don't know, maybe. But you get that guy. Because I remember when he bring the Jared back from work once. I see how he look at him. You guys all same. You don't listen because I don't talk so good.
No, that's not the reason, Mr. Miklovich.
Not your fault. Jared, not so tall, but really good looks. Yellow, eyes blue, blue like mother. Please tell me truth. After so long time. Could still be he come back? Yes?
Hell of a job you're doing.
Yeah, it's, Bill Walden. And the other guys on the team.
Never seen anything like it. But I don't see a single line of your investigation that comes close to touching Gacy. Not a single piece of evidence proves he had anything to do with the disappearance of Chris Gant.
What do you... Come on, Wally. What about Iowa? What about Trask and Miklovich?
That's not evidence.
All right.
And you know
Yeah,
that.
all right, I'll get it.
Sounds to me like you've lost your perspective.
What? What do you... In what way?
The rest of your department's caseload is backlogging. Some of the team, they come to me about the hours they have to put in.
And who would that be? Mike Paxton?
You find him new transportation yet?
Look, I am trying. Believe me, I am working on that. It's a tough time of the year to rent anything.
It's a tough time of the year, period. And I have to pay attention when the mayor calls me because he's right. There's a whole city out there we're supposed to be taking care of. There's no way I can spare 9 men from normal duty much longer, Joe.
Got the list of executed warrants. Yeah, just put them down.
Okay.
To be sent over to the 3rd District Court clerk.
Okay. What is it? You okay?
Yeah, and synopsis of case report, usual copies over to communications and records.
Lieutenant Kozenzak's office? It's Rachel Grayson.
Who?
Said she's the psychic that Officer Santori told you about.
I'm sorry, Miss Grayson.
The lieutenant's not in. Yes, he is. And I don't need to use any special powers to know it.
What'd she say? No, I got it. Look, Miss Grayson, I appreciate... I'll be right there. What'd you find?
Tire tracks.
Where?
30 yards or so from the river. Stretch of ground, the snow melt a little way south. It's been made about the same time your boy disappeared.
And what else?
Signs of something been pulled along the ground down to the river. Something pretty heavy.
A body?
Could be.
Can you drag the river?
That's frozen solid now. If you dumped your boy in there, won't find him till come spring.
Bragg, what about these treads? They match the ones in the olds?
No.
What about the LPW van?
No.
Are any of the tires new?
The four in the car looked like it.
And what about the spares? You checked the spares?
Of course.
Well, check them for me again. Now! And your dogs go over the ground? To take up the scent?
Melting snow pretty well washed it away.
And what's the dog doing?
It's the death position. It's how they do when they get the scent where a dead body's been. It's like they're in mourning.
That's Gacy's car. Bragg, you examined this vehicle. You didn't find anything?
Nothing.
When this happened before, was it accepted as evidence?
No.
Okay. Now, for my next trick, we do the famous Indian rope trick. But for this, I need music. Dun, 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 dun. Go ahead, blow on it. Dun, whoa.
What does he want?
I have no idea.
Look at us bend and writhe like a snake, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Oh, boys and girls. Now, for my next trick, I need an assistant. Who wants to help Pogo? Who wants to? No, I need somebody very smart, very talented, and very cute. How about you? Sure, you come on over here. Come on, boys and girls. Get him to come over here and help Pogo. Yeah, come on and help Pogo. Come on. Come on over here. Here he comes. Come on. Get the hair out of your ears. Yay! Hi. You want to help Pogo? Yeah, good. What's your name?
Brian Hollister.
Brian Hollister is going to help Pogo with the handcuff trick. A handcuff trick, that's right. Well, for a handcuff trick, we need handcuffs, don't we? Oh, no. We need real handcuffs, don't we, huh? I know where we can find some real handcuffs, boys and girls. Wait right here. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. We're going to come over here and get some real handcuffs. Here they are, right over
Get
here.
your hands off me.
He says you want to talk to me?
What the hell's going on with my vehicles? I need them for my business.
You get them back when the investigation is over.
Oh, really? Well, the investigation is over. I'm suing you and your hick department for $1 million. How do you like them apples, dummy?
Don't you have nightmares?
Horrible nightmares, Mr. Gacy.
I do.
Oh, Mr. Policeman. Don't you know a clown can get away with murder? Huh? Look, boys and girls, handcuffs. Handcuffs. Okay, Brian, turn around and put your hands behind your back. Here we go. Here we go, boys and girls. That's it. Turn around, Brian. Now, let me have your wrist.
And then we'll put one on here. And we'll put one on here. Are they tight? Are they really tight?
Really tight.
Are they really, really tight?
Really, really tight.
Okay, Brian, that's good. Now, kids, here's the trick.